at night is cold and deep, just like the promises we couldn't keep. I trace the lines on this old six string, a melody of what your leaving brings. I light a candle, watch the wax just bleed, letting sorrows build a lonely seed. But in the silence I still hear your name, a dying ember in a forgotten flame. I close my eyes and try to find the light, to break the shadows of this endless night. Oh, you're the echoes in the static, a frequency I can't tune out, an electric shock of memory, fueled by fear and doubt. This acoustic heart is broken, split right down the seam, lost in the feedback of a shattered rock and roll dream. The rain outside is tapping at the glass, like all the moments that we let just pass. I find your picture tucked inside my coat, a bittersweet last silent note. The worn out jacket smells like rain, and the lingering ghost of your perfume's pain. Oh, you're the echoes in the static, a frequency I can't tune out, an electric shock of memory, fueled by fear and doubt. This acoustic heart is broken, split right down the seam, lost in the feedback of a shattered rock and roll dream. I tried to pull the plug, I swear I did, but the voltage spikes when I hear a song, another child of reeks. The maps are spread out on the floor, where we your journey line. But somewhere along the way you change your sign. The ship is sailing straight into the mist, with all the promises that we had kissed. The stars we followed, now they're out of view, and the cold salt wind just reminds me of you. You were my North Star, you were my guide, but you turned into the thunder on the ocean tide. And now I'm searching for land with a broken compass in my hand. The electric jolt of realizing I never understood your plan. The quiet hum of the phone, no calls anymore, it's just the echo of silence banging on the door. I replay your words, searching for a clue, trying to find the moment I meant less to you. No, no more whispers in the dark. I should have seen the shadows, I should have seen the spark. You let the current take you far away from here, leaving me stranded, conquered by the fear. You were my North Star, you were my guide, but you turned into the thunder on the ocean tide. And now I'm searching for land with a broken compass in my hand. The electric jolt of realizing I never understood your plan. A glinting turquoise pointing to nowhere, just the sound of the static of a love that was like polished stone. The daylight fades behind a curtain drawn. Another dusk where the feeling has withdrawn. At the socket where your warmth used to be. Just cold connections and the memory of you and me. I thought I cut the lines, I thought the power died, but the ghost of your love is where the pain resides. The switch was flipped, the courage should be gone, but I'm still feeling you until the break of dawn. Every fiber of my being is tense and tight, waiting for the high voltage sting of the night. Oh, I'm wild for the sorrow, a permanent connection to the pain. I'm waiting for the static shock of you to hit me again. This heart is just a circuit board, a fractured neon light, blinded by the final flash before you took your flight. A fuse is blown inside my soul, and I can't turn it off. I sit beside the fire, but it offers no relief. The cold that grips my spirit is beyond belief. I hear your echo in the silent, empty room, a phantom melody of love that met its doom. I search for logic in the logic gate to calculate the reason why you sealed our fate. I should be free now, liberated and untied, but the old transmission keeps our memories alive. The dial is set to 0 now. The silence is a scream. Another morning breaking on a long forgotten dream. I look across the room at the space where you should lie. Just the shadow of a memory beneath the tearful sky. My hands still feel the warmth of yours, a touch I can't erase. But the fire that we shared is gone without a trace. I swore I'd unplug you completely from my mind, leave the ashes of our past far behind. But when I pick up this old guitar, the pain comes rushing back, a sudden tremor on the heart's lonely track. Oh, I'm caught in the voltage of goodbye, a current that won't cease, 1,000 watts of agony that shattered all my peace. You were the lightning to my soul, now just the thunder sound, and this fragile wooden frame is burning on the ground. An electric funeral for the love we couldn't save. The records that we spun still sit upon the shelf, silent witnesses to a life spent with yourself. Every note in every song is a needle in my skin, a bitter reminder of where our failure begins. I tried to turn the switch off to dim the painful light, but your memory illuminates this lonely, endless maze. I swore I'd unplug you completely from my mind, leave the ashes of our past far behind. But when I pick up this old guitar, the pain comes rushing back, a sudden tremor on the heart's lonely track. Oh, I'm caught in the voltage of goodbye, a current that won't cease, 1,000 watts of agony that shattered all my peace. You were the lightning to my soul, now just the thunder sound, and this fragile wooden frame is burning on the ground. An electric funeral for the love we couldn't save. Another dawn is breaking on an empty room. I trace the ghost of your hand in the fading gloom. The silence screams louder than any crowd. Just the sound of my heartbeat beating too loud. We built a castle, stone by tear and stone, but the king and the queen are now left alone. Tell me, where did the fire go? Where did it turn cold? Just one chapter closing a story untold. 'Cause I was wired to love you, but you were wired to break. 1,000 volts of lightning in a promise we made. My soul is the wire, frayed and exposed to the rain, and I'm still feeling the shockwave of your love, of your pain. I still keep the picture where our smiles align, a perfect memory frozen, a beautiful lie. Now the echo of laughter just fades to a sigh in the cold, empty space of a goodbye. I tried to fix the circuit, but the damage is done. I'm standing in the static, waiting for the setting sun. 'Cause I was wired to love you, but you were wired to break. 1,000 volts of lightning in a promise we made. My soul is the wire, frayed and exposed to the rain, and I'm still feeling the shockwave of your love, of your pain. Still feeling the shockwave. The wire is broken now. The worn-out wood of this old guitar is the only friend I left near or far. We sit on the porch swing just like we used to do, but the space between us feels wide and brand new. talk in circles trying to find the blame, but the fire is gone, just a dying lonely flame. There's a storm on the horizon, I can feel the change in the air, and maybe surrender is the only prayer. Let the static silence tell the truth we can't speak. This beautiful wreckage is finally too weak. It's an electric current, this pain we ignite, a final burning wire cutting off the light. We were never meant to be the ending, just a beautiful flight. I memorized the blueprint of your face and your touch, but even perfection can just ask for too much. I see your eyes wandering past the closing door, and I know we can't pretend to want this anymore. The clock on the wall ticks louder every minute, but we already know the final scene within it. Give me one last moment before the power grid fails. Let me feel the thunder behind these paper sails. Let the static silence tell the truth we can't speak. This beautiful wreckage is finally too weak. It's an electric current, this pain we ignite, a final burning wire cutting off the light. We were never meant to be the ending, just a beautiful flight, a beautiful flight, just an